All right, here I am, late again. How's everybody doing? Hey, Michael, good to see you. Prep for it. Wanted to come. Looks like
She
she
had a
missed it.
doctor's appointment.
She had another doctor's appointment. She was kind of upset.
Yeah.
I better turn my phone down. She had another doctor's appointment. Oops.
Turned
No,
it
I've
up.
done it. She was kind of upset. Turn the microphone on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do with less monitors here, so my phone turned into a monitor.
Yeah. That's what I do. I like to keep it simple.
I'm trying to do with less.
Yeah.
So,
Now,
how's everybody doing? How are you doing this morning, Michael?
how's the weather over there?
Kind of chit
Oh,
chat, wait for everybody to come on in.
no
Steve's
problem.
back into the mix of things, which I'm glad because I was worried about him.
Yeah, he was moving. He's moving to the new house.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's back, and we'll just kind of feed off of him whenever we can. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Like I said,
I like him to be back in the mix.
yep.
That way
And
I
then
know
the
he's
rest
going
of the
to
crew,
be
it's
there.
Monday morning, so they got business and they're running all over the place. And let me show you your sticker right here.
Your new ones are going to be there by the night. Usually they run a little early. If they tell you the ninth, you can probably expect them a couple of days early.
Nah, it's coming from which direction?
My side, it's
Ooh,
coming. Can't go
it,
any further. It'll be there. They
yeah,
said the ninth. It'll probably be there by the seventh or something like that.
yeah. I'm not worried. The U.S. mail slower than a snail, but it's
Yep.
still here. Yeah, we missed a few things because we need more money, and we're eating all the goods in the boxes you sent to relatives who are starving.
I don't know. I get my stickers from that sticker mule, and they're really good about getting them out and getting them there on time.
Yeah, sticker meal is great.
Hello, hey Howie, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Trying surviving. Yay! How's everything in Oklahoma? Good to see you. It's got to be warming up there in Oklahoma because it's warming up here for sure.
For now, I'm tracking one of the two
Oh,
possible
whopping
storms.
30 degrees here.
Yeah, just be careful, folks. We still got to go through round two. And people look at me, round two? What the heck?
It's coming. The cold wave's coming.
Oh, yeah, we got two of them. So everybody get your food and water. Okay, Texas, please stop burning snow. It's in the Japanese news now that some Texans are going out there with blowtorches saying, see, it's fake snow, like on the trees we get for Christmas. No, it's snow. Stop
It's real
burning.
snow.
It's real snow. Stop burning it with lighters and filming it on your smartphones. Please
Hey,
do.
Bob, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Bob. Please stop doing it. It's real snow and ice. It's not fake. It doesn't come from a can, and there's no planes above Texas spraying stuff. Okay? It's like I had to calm down people like, no, please do not do that. It's in on the Indian news, RT, one, the Japanese news channel, and that one's the German channel. And I'm looking at these people are crazy. Last week they went outside with blowtorches trying to set fire to the snow. Oh, and please stop shooting at the snow. It's not alien life forms from outer space. They had another guy
Just,
went out
just
there
saying,
with,
are you sure about that, Uncle?
I'm sure, because they had another guy was shooting at the snow with a black rifle, and the police came by, took the rifle away from him, and the guy was screaming, "It's fake snow!" And they took the guy away too.
How you feeling, Howie? You feeling okay, my friend? It's gonna be warm weather pretty soon. You'll be out there messing around with all those plants you got.
Yep. Round 2 in Seattle. Um, they're going to start up the riots when the weather gets warmer. So if you're in Seattle or Portland, please be careful. Also, if you see the rioters suddenly drop down, run like hell out of that area because we had an earthquake and I had 2 seismologists says Portland and Portland, Seattle might have a gas bubble. That's a volcanic vent bubble to relieve pressure off of Yellowstone. And what happens is usually those are underwater. And where's Portland and Seattle's based at? Right. And if we have a
Hey, Kaylin.
hi, Kaylin. If we have a volcanic vent release gas, it's not like an earthquake. All of a sudden, you see all the birds drop and you feel dizzy and you drop. So I warn people, be careful. If you see the protesters, all of a sudden, 100 people just drop down, going, time to run the other way. Don't run towards the coast. Other way. Further away from the coast, safer you are.
You know, when I was a kid living out on the Pacific coast, we used to go down by the ferry docks, and we would take our slingshots and shoot tablets of Alka-Seltzer up in the air and let the seagulls catch them. I don't know if you guys know what that does to a seagull.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's pretty funny to watch.
We have 9
You get in
watching.
serious trouble about doing that these days. Back in those days, everybody laughed about it, but I guess it's
Animal
not being
cruelty.
very humane anymore.
It's called animal cruelty. You get 2 years in the county
Yeah.
jail.
It's pretty funny to watch them blow up, though.
True. But at the same time, you don't want to be in county jail. I'm here for murdering my wife. I stole a car. I robbed a house. What are you in here for? I blew up seagulls
I
with
blew up a
Alka-Seltzer.
seagull.
With Alka-Seltzer. Next day, man found dead in county jail.
Just fall down, Uncle Al.
No, can't do that.
What's everybody got planned for this week? I have a doc appointment, but not till the end of the week.
I'm studying phase 6 again. I forgot what was phase 7. I keep forgetting it. Every time I try to make a video on phase 7, I forgot about it. But I write down notes for phase 6. Always have notes, folks. And phase 6 is, it's like there's several small countries in Europe, and I keep an eye on them, see if phase 6 is in effect. And right now, phase 6 is in effect. That's, I think, Yankees Outdoor and Hiking Deep, that's Ford's. They do a monthly, every end of the month, they do the bizarre and weird things of the world. Well, the holes is basically, how can I say it? It's like a little hole in space and time, and stuff either goes in or out. And unfortunately, it swallowed the whole country. Turin's gone. And it's 700 years, and it's gone. And people are looking at me like, what are you talking about? They have, how can I say it? Oh, Sasha's back. Prep for it. The number 4 one. And Bob's working on his hobo stove with welding. And like I said, Turin disappeared. 700 years of history vanish. And instead we have the country of Andorra. And everybody can Google it up. It's Andorra.
Andorra? What is it?
Andorra. It's a small country between Spain and France. It's in the Catalonia region. It replaced Turin, was supposed to be there in the Catalonian area between France and Spain. It was a small duchy, or a very small duchy. It's not bigger than my county here in California. Very small, teeny, like Monaco. Last I heard, there still is a Principality of Monaco. I hope to God.
So it's for real?
It's real. Andorra is now real.
You're talking about Angora?
Andorra. Yeah.
Andorra or Angora?
No, Andorra. It's Andorra from the Andorra Tourist Bureau. Oh, and they're still at war with Nazi Germany. It's like, what? That kind of freaked me out because, what?
It's in Italy.
No, it's not. It's not close to Italy. It's
province of Savona, Italy.
Okay, it can't be that one because it's between France and Spain in the Basque region. I mean, Catalonia.
Yeah, I'll bring it up on the computer here for you. You keep talking, I'll look it up.
No problem. Like I said, it's one of those weird things that all of a sudden pop up. Yeah, Kaylin, Monaco is still a principality.
Oh, it looks like it's pretty.
Yeah, it's mountainous.
Andorra. I get it up here, I'll cross it over for you.
Okay. Because last time we checked was between France and Spain. What the heck is it doing over in Italy?
And,
let me get on to my thing. Let's see.
Restaurant. Images.
See? There's people, Andorrians, walking in Europe. And there's their flag, and there's the country.
I have a slow computer.
That's all right. See? And there's a little bit of history, too. That's supposed to be Turin. And I still can't figure out where this country came up within the last week or two, and I don't know. And that's from the Andorran Travel Bureau. It's a nice region. It's very small. It's very beautiful. Very weird. And here's two of them. That's whatchamacallit. Turin does not exist. And why does Andorra exist? Which is also very weird. Because Turin used to have like a purplish passport. And it's a member of the UN. So I'm wondering what happened to it. And Courtney joined aboard. Hi, Courtney. I'm going to switch back.
Family Farm is in here as well.
I'm going to switch back to normal.
There, can you see it now? You'll be able to see.
Yep, that's Andorra.
All those boats.
Yeah, but it's not a coastal town. It's in a mountain region. I wonder where they get the
It's in
ocean.
mountains. Try to bring it down. See right here where the cursor is. Here's the mountains.
That's kind of weird because I got Spain and France. Gee, this country moves around really fast.
Snow.
Yep. Now that's the one between France and Spain. That's the Andorran flag. I can't figure out why it's on a coast. It's landlocked.
Maybe it's right on the lake.
Oh God, there's two of them. Great. Now we're really messed up. Two of them with the same flag. Because that's the Andorran colors. Now there's two Andorrias. Oh dear Lord. I know it's not fishing, but their main crop is farming and sheep. They're big sheep milk producers.
Let's see what this one pops up. One. It won't pop up. Shutterstock.
It's all right.
Oh, it looks like it's farmland from that.
Yeah, Caitlin's right. It could be an Italian version of Andorra. See, because it says Pyrenees, and Pyrenees doesn't have an ocean. It's a landlocked mountain range.
What's that? Wait, I'm going to look here for a second. Caitlin's saying just like the U.S. state of what? Georgia?
Yep. And the Eastern European country, Georgia. There's two Georgias. Yeah, but what's more interesting, the state of Turin has disappeared.
What do they call that? Shoot. They have a theory for that, right? What's that one theory called?
Oh, Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
Which is very strange on this one because we got two Andoria, we have a flag, we have a tourism board. I had a couple of emails from Andoria saying, yes, we are real. And I'm looking at them like, okay. And we got 10 watching.
So, have I missed anybody coming in?
I think we got everybody.
Wide here. I think I got everybody.
Yep. And we got Courtney, and we got Try and everybody, and Howie, and Kaylin, and Bob.
So, what do you think about us shooting at Iran, Saudi Arabia, or whatever?
No, it's Iran. Saudi Arabia is one of our allies. I hope we're not shooting Israel and Saudi Arabia. Yep, and Tasha. I said Tasha. I mean, Prepfort Tasha. Don't get me on the Mandela effect. It's too early. I haven't had my second cup of coffee. Yeah, it's like last night. Somebody better give JB better drugs or get Ms. Harris into office because, let's see, he told the National Council of Color People, NACCP, to be less white. And I'm looking at the TV like, what did he say? And he's going to tactically stop the Chinese by technically nuking the Sekri Islands, Guam, and Okinawa. And I'm
No, I
looking
didn't
at the
hear any of that. Where'd you hear that at?
CNN. I'm looking at it as it's our president
You
saying,
believe CNN?
"No, I don't believe our president's got marbles up there." And all the Democrats took away the black box from him. He was saying we're going to tactically strike Guam.
Well, we
Uh,
can't. That's a U.S. continent.
that's a U.S. territory and it's a naval base. Why are we nuking Guam for?
I don't think that's what you must have misunderstood that.
No, because
'Cause
I had
I never heard that part of it.
go check on CNN. I'm looking at. I'm
I'm
like,
not going to listen to anything CNN has to say.
go check other channels. Find out what he's talking about. Like, okay, people, be less white. I'm like, I think half my friend who are African American just had their jaw dropped.
I think that he did the right thing by getting Sogi. I think he did the right thing by getting that solved instead of just turning a blind eye to it because Khashoggi was a U.S. citizen, and you just don't let people kill U.S. citizens without doing anything about it.
Oh, that one. I watched on what's it called his news area. I think New York Times saying Biden gave a pass to the prince because it was an internal matter. I'm
He
like,
didn't give a pass to him.
I gave a pass to Saudi Arabia. That's the last I heard about
No,
it.
that's what some of the news media was saying, but that's not what actually happened. The news right out of the White House said they were going to announce today what they were going to do to the prince. See, that's what I don't get is all these people talk about what's happening when they don't actually watch it.
Right,
But yeah, uh, that's why I don't even listen to half of what the U.S. news says.
right. Especially CNN and NBC.
I watch what comes right out of the White House, not listen to some news source.
Sometimes the White House is a little nuts too.
They try to feed you sometimes. All right, Keelan, thanks. Probably going the wrong direction here.
Okay, Galen, catch you later. Oh, people remember on my starvation series, it's starting spring and food production in the United States dropped by 40%. And that's ag business. Ag business is separate from every other news station. And that's in your area, Will, Nebraska.
Yeah,
Yeah, it dropped 40% because of the weather and the red dragon and certain government policies, which we find nuts. Instead of shoring up uh, food production, I gotta look at this. Yep, true, Bob. Guam
you're right
and
there, Bob, for sure.
yeah, because they just transferred from Midway a whole bunch of stuff over to
They've
Guam.
always had a pretty good imprint there, but they're starting to get even a better one.
They're increasing everything over there, and so is Okinawa, because Japan and U.S. military is really nervous because what's next to Okinawa? It starts with a T. It's Chinese. It's the Republic of
It's Taiwan,
yeah. So if they're going to attack Taiwan, guess who's they're going to attack next?
China,
Okinawa. No, Okinawa.
Okinawa.
Yeah, because we have to respond to protect Taiwan. So it's going to be like a 30-minute fly time plus the carriers, which is at minus 15. And that's getting pretty bad. But back to the ag news. A lot this year. A lot of let's see. I don't know. Sorry, Courtney. Like Will said, you better check it with your own news sources. Remember, like I said last year, don't trust nobody.
Yeah, I don't trust anything to do with the news coming out of the United States because they all try to get you to believe something so that you stay on their channel. But
Right. I got the list of who owns what.
I actually go and listen to those channels that are cameras inside the Senate and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I watch what goes on right inside the Senate because those guys, sure, they probably lie to the cameras, but you're getting better information than any news source.
Right. And that channel, what Will says, that's C-SPAN, and it's not owned by any of these companies. Let's see. There are 6 companies, corporation owned in America, that controls 15,000 newspapers, 1,100 magazines, 9,000 radio station, 15,000 TV station, and 2,400 publishers. That's magazine, books, and stuff like that. And that's GE, News Corp, Disney, Viacom. Let's see, Time Warner, and CBS. Let's see. GE.
Yeah, that's right, Bob.
Yep. It's GE, News Corp, Disney, Viacom, Time Warner, and CBS. That's 6, right?
We're not at war with Japan.
Yeah, I don't trust the U.S. news. It's sometimes nuts.
There's a couple of stations that are kind of noteworthy, but you have to still just take them with a grain of salt.
Yeah, always double check your information.
Always fact check. That's the best way is fact check.
Right, because we'll double check with RT. I check with Japanese news and Indian news and the German stations. Because
he's pretty good also.
Yeah, because you cross check each one. But anyway, back to the farming news. We might have a 25% increase in pork. So if you want pork, buy it now, put it in the deep freeze, or you got to wait when pork in May and June, it's going to cost you 25% more. So the 99 cents package of hot dogs, which is made of weird parts anyway, but
go up to $1.25.
Or worth $2, depending on which area you're at because of distribution.
Also, make sure you're stocking up on your dairy products.
Right. Well, there's a big shortage of milking cows right now, and it's in the central states and the Midwest is hurt bad. West Coast is not bad. The South isn't bad. East Coast, they're having difficulties.
If you can store up on your cheeses and stuff like that, that would be a pretty great idea.
You could freeze cheese or wax it.
Yep, exactly.
I'm sending a book to Patriot Farms, now Patriotic Homestead, how to wax and seal cheese properly. It's a food wax. Do not use candle wax. Oh, Lord. I have more people do that. It has a higher melting temperature. So when you put it in candle wax, what happens to the cheese block?
It melts too.
Yeah. And you have weird fondue. Yeah. Because China claimed the Pelu Islands is there, and they were going to send their second fishing fleet out there. People got to remember, they have 3 fleets. They have the Chinese Coast Guard, they have the regular Chinese Navy, and they have the fishing fleets. That's 3 navies they have compared to ours, but their navies kind of suck because if you shoot it with a rock or something, like their third navy, the Chinese fishing fleets, they usually sink.
May have to get you to do a video, Uncle Al, on how to wax the cheese properly.
Yeah, if I have time.
Well, sometimes you got to move things around on your priority list.
Yeah, but it's like I said, I got it pretty well filled out. I only do special ones, but if I get a chance, I'll try to do the cheese one. Everybody saw the greenhouse I built for my new raised bed. I can't bend over, so I have to be sitting down to plant stuff, and I'm waiting for my third component for it.
You're lucky you're there in California where you can grow all year round.
About 275 days. We have about a month and a half. It's really bad over here. Winds,
Here's
cold weather.
wanted to show everybody. I don't know if they can see it with this green screen, damn it.
No, you just disappeared. You're the invisible man now.
I'm the invisible man. Hold on a second. I'll get rid of it. None. There we go. There. This one here.
Now we can see it.
Yep.
Yay.
That's the newest book to my library. That's a good one for you guys to get. Actually, let me show you a little bit. This is why I think it's so good is it's written in simple. See if you guys can see that. Simple writing so you can understand it. It shows you illustrations.
Has pictures.
Pictures. You can read the pictures. So that's a good one for you guys to get a hold of.
Yes. Palau Islands is U.S. territory, but like I said, the Chinese don't follow international law, and they'll grab anybody's territory.
And you look on my community page for what Thursday is, right, Uncle Al?
Yep.
That's one people don't talk about too much.
And we got 7 people still watching. Please hit the like button, folks.
Hey, Howie. You come back or did you leave?
Yeah, we all say no to commies and capitalists. And Adair is here.
Hey, what's up, my friend? Yeah, I run everybody off. I started talking about politics.
That's all right. We'll go back to the same stuff. We'll go into economics next. Let's see.
There's another cold snap coming in.
Yep.
Everybody better get their stuff back together again. You think it's all let go, you better think again.
Yeah. True, Howie. And for the economic forecast, if you're renting, you should have gotten a house last year because you could redo your stuff. Or if you're in a good location like Nebraska, rent's not that big of a change. But if you're on either side of the coast, either like Portland, Seattle, Washington, or DC, or down the East Coast, down the West Coast, rent's going crazy, and they're trying to overthrow the moratorium so they could get people out of these places. And I think that's nuts myself. Why are you throwing people into the streets for? Give them jobs. That's even better.
Yeah, no kidding. They talk about the grid and everything being all messed up. They take all these homeless people and put them into repairing that grid. Then everybody'd be working and would start making everything click back together.
Right. But the trouble is the grids, how can you say it? It's a mess. Going from the East Coast, it's about 120 years old. That's
Yep.
the East Coast because it's the first one. Then you get the Central States. That's the second one that got electrification. Only thing they did was Tennessee, and they flooded a whole bunch of people out. But that's 1940s. That's like 80 years ago. That's all they did was 80 years ago flood out some poor people out of their homes and towns. There. Sorry, it was starting to dim down. I'm on battery bank. I think ahead everybody. So I have two battery banks powering my lights and stuff. So when I see everything dimming or my backgrounds get too dark, my battery banks are getting low, and I have to switch power levels. It's like a German submarine. You have big rows of battery banks. So if I have power failure, I'll just look. Gee, it's kind of hot out there, and wave at people when it's 106. I'm not taking any chances. I had 2 summers here, this like this, and I have a generator on top of that too. Yeah, true, Bob. Bob's wife survived the Civil War in Manila, and that was ugly. And back to economics. Um, let's see. We're probably going to see a peak of hyperinflation probably in May and June, so be careful. And how are you doing on Bitcoin, Will? What's your last check on that?
My Bitcoin's starting to climb up finally. I was I was worried there for a couple of days.
Remember, it's a hyper currency, so you have to add money to it to make it grow a little bit. So, like every once a week, you put $5 in it because you have to have activity in your wallet. If your wallet stays quiet, yes, you will get built up later, but it takes a longer
It
process.
takes longer.
Yeah. So if you hi Gray Man, if you put like $5 a week, that's not expensive.
Save your money. Good job, Gray Man.
Yeah.
You gotta have money to save. Remember that.
Right. So if you put it in Bitcoin, what it does is registers it since it's a hyper currency. Instead of saying, "Oh, you put in $5," well, we'll put in 50, 100, 200 Bitcoin monetary units, and then when you translate that back out a year later, well, that's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 because it's thinking in hyper currency, not in decimal currency. Decimal currencies 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 1, 1. Hypercurrency is like this 20, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 120. So it changes instead of 1, 1, 1. It's like, how long before I make $1?
Can't remember what they call that. What is it? What chain? Chain. I can't think of it now. Something chain in the Bitcoin world. That's what hooks them all together.
Yeah. If you want to find out, folks, I do have a playlist that covers Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Please check it out on my channel because I take no credit. It's from other creators who are more savvy in the economic field. I just follow the
Yeah, no kidding, Gray Man.
right.
I tried that. That sucks.
Right. Tasha says blockchain, which is correct. But you got to be careful with blockchain. If you get caught in like Russia did, you might be going to some place where a lot of people don't like you and like we're here killing small animals and children. What are you in here for? Blockchain. I don't think you'll be making it out of that prison.
I'm going to tell you, I was just looking. I have mine in what they call BitPay. It's a
Good.
little easier for me to understand. I
Right.
tried a different one and it was just too complicated, and I moved to this thing called BitPay.
Right. And you still got a wallet, right?
Yep,
Good.
one wallet. How about you, Gray? You trying to play the bit game, Gray Man?
Do it small, folks. Don't do it large because right now it's moving so fast that a lot of people who doesn't understand mathematics, it's going to go really fast past your head.
You
And
use
who?
Binance? I
Yeah,
haven't heard of that one. I have to look it up.
yeah, and study it because it moves really fast, folks.
Yeah,
And good,
they're
good
saying that it's going to be the go-to currency within 5 to 10 years.
5 years. It's a hypercurrency, and Gray Man knows what he's talking about.
Google Bitcoin.
Right.
I'll tell you who's big into Bitcoin, and that's Tesla.
Yeah, Elon Musk. He bought $1 billion worth. And Gray Man is right. Do not buy cryptocurrency off of the Robinhood app. It's Chinese. You're giving your money to the Chinese.
It's a ripoff in there. I tried.
Yeah, do
I
not do
tried
that.
out.
Yeah, because the Robinhood app is Chinese. And one of our,
It never goes up.
no, and also the problem is one of our YouTuber friends has his channel sponsored by it, and that's Inspired John, because the Chinese want to be more American.
They want to own more American.
Yep. So you can give your money to the Chinese, but you'll never see it again.
You even would? You have
Yeah.
a great day. Thanks for coming by.
Later, Courtney. Have a nice one. She has a small one, needs food.
Feed me. Feed me. Okay,
Yeah.
I got a cracker.
But like I said, if you're doing Bitcoin study up, I have a whole playlist explains everything. Be very careful. If you're still confused on it, go slow and check other options.
There's a lot of people out there on YouTube. I don't know if you guys are into Bitcoins or anything, but there's a lot of people out there trying to get rich off teaching you the wrong way of doing it.
Yeah. So be very careful, folks.
Maybe I can find the weather map for us here in a while.
No problem. This week is very active in the Northeast, so please be careful. The Midwest will take a break for about 2 days, and it's going to get active by this weekend. I tell a lot of people when the weather gets warmer, what you want to do. Now I'm starting weak. Whole garage sales, get rid of this stuff, whole flea market sales, go put it on eBay. You want cash, you want liquidity, you want cash now, and cut up all your credit cards and you tell them, I'm paying this off. Bye.
That's kind of hard to do. Most people have got their cards up so high.
True. I got rid of mine 4 years ago. I knew what was going on. Yes, Grayman, you should have kicked it because whatchamacallit, hypercurrency. He sold it at $1,000. Do you know what one Bitcoin now is worth? $53,000. That's today.
Wonder if we can get this one to come up for us.
And we got 9 watching. And remember, who's the biggest player is Ethan Musk. Ethan Musk is one of the big players. The Apple guy, and I think Facebook guy, and also Twitter guy also invested heavily into Bitcoin and also other cryptos. And let's see. That's November from last year. Last year. Could be this year, but I doubt it because it's kind of weird looking.
This map is from widespread cold.
Yeah, Google's not too good on weather maps. They have really messed up stuff because they have one dated 2018, 2019.
I keep looking.
Yeah, it's all right, folks. But like I said, yeah, true. Musk had been manipulating Dodger Coin. Dodger Coin is one of the lesser hypercurrencies. Please be careful when you deal with other currencies. Now, a lot of people are asking me, how can I get into Bitcoin? One, you have to secure an account, have a wallet. PayPal has a system where you can buy Bitcoin through PayPal. You just shift your PayPal account money to Bitcoin and vice versa. Do not take it out either one. I keep warning people that. I tell David, my friend from Bakersfield, tell people only use Bitcoin or PayPal to pay things. Because once you convert it into US cash, guess what you're going to get? Well,
Huh? I wasn't listening.
okay.
I was looking for this map.
When you cash out into real currency, what does the federal government do to it?
Taxes the shit out of it.
Right, 30%.
About 33% or something like that.
Yeah, correct. So you don't want that, folks. What you want is to either use Bitcoin as itself, or you could use PayPal to pay your bills. Good, Gray Man. You have it separated into three versions, but keep an eye on it because these are hyper currencies. They could fluctuate. You would not how bad they could fluctuate. So please be careful. And let's see.
That's the current one right there.
And that's correct. Remember, we're going to have flooding throughout the southern states or ice storms. And the biggest ice storm we have is in the northeast. And the second one is coming up in about 2 days for the northwest. It's still hovering outside of Northern California.
Just snow and ice up here.
Yeah, and you see that low pressure ridge where it's heading? It's going to hit, I think, either Washington or Oregon. I can't tell because there's a little line.
It looks like it's going to come down into Oregon.
Yeah, or Washington, either way, or Vancouver.
But southern and eastern seaboard is going to get dumped on.
Oh, yeah, soaking wet, folks. And we might have sudden flooding. And we don't want to do like China because right now the South is doing spring production. They're trying to plant, but with the snow and ice, we're going to have a delay in food production in those areas. Midwest is still snowy and cold. California, we're having a drought.
It looks northern California is going to get some rain.
True, but we're the growing part of the valley. We're central. We need the water. Snow, rain on us.
There's no rain there.
Nope. And they already drained Tule Lake, so it's like, oh, we're screwed. Oh, and folks, on gold and silver, please be careful with that because any government in the world can seize your solid assets as national security, like in 1932 with Roosevelt. We're seizing all your money. What? Gold is now illegal. Here's a script. Well, you remember that when they confiscated all the gold and Nixon brought back, we took us off the thing, and now you can buy gold and silver and stuff like that.
You really gotta be careful when you're doing that stuff too, though. I learned the hard way.
Counterfeit?
Not only that, but overpaying
True.
for the cost.
What I do is I mine it.
You mine it, you go out and pan it, or what?
No, I got this little spot up in the hills, but a lot of people don't want to do hard work and move about
Oh,
130.
you go up there and pick away at it.
Yeah, pick away at it, collect it, bring it down here, sluice it out properly. Yeah. You're going to get maybe $100, $200, but that's a lot of work, and you have to move a
Well, you gotta
lot.
work hard at it too.
Yeah, you have to move a lot of dirt. Plus, up there, it's high altitude. Also, it's not safe. God, I killed so many rattlesnakes last year for $200 worth of gold. Nah, I ain't doing it.
You got that right, Gray Man, about them not being able to get what they don't know about. That's what I keep trying to put down my son's throat is you don't want to tell everybody what you got.
Right?
I got a safe back in the back room, and it got all kinds of stuff in there that I don't claim,
Yeah. Like I said, folks, Bob's right. Ready for whatever may come. So just be patient. Don't freak out. Don't freak out your family. Take calm. Just smile when everybody else is sitting in the dark with the defrosted refrigerator, no food, no water, and they're drinking brown and chunky water.
Yeah, when they're whining, you can always tell them, "I told you so."
Yeah. Because we know what we're doing. Unlike some people in Texas, please do not burn the snow or shoot at it. Stop buying milk and bread. Get proper supplies. And God's sake, stop shooting at the cold weather. It's not fake. It's not from outer space. It snows. It's called moisture. Water turns into snow.
So did you get them, Gray Man? Did you get the Walking Liberties? It's hard to find those anymore.
Yeah, but you also got to be careful. There's a lot of Chinese counterfeits. I have two machines that'll tell me if it's real or not. That's why I buy aluminum gold or I make.
Hey, Wayne, how you doing?
Hi, Wayne. I'll get aluminum gold, which I mine out, and I'll trade that for gold bars. And I could get gold bars in any size I want.
Yeah, but you live in California.
Yeah, the gold state. We know what we're doing with our gold. We just sniff around and find it. You just got to be careful because
Yeah, I would have too, old man or Gray Man. That's why I asked if you got them.
people forget that California also has gemstones. We also have little crummy diamonds, but we have gemstones out here in California.
If you're out there digging around in the dirt like you say you do, you're gonna come across that stuff because it's all together.
Right. Trouble is, I had a friend of mine who went after emeralds, or let's see, I forget. There's another form. It's a greenish rock. It's like turquoise, but he had a whole bunch of it, and his kids went nuts and threw them against a rock wall off of a cliff. And they threw away about $250,000 worth of gemstones against the wall, laughing their heads off. Oh, look at these dirty rocks that our dad picked. Let's smash them against the rock wall. I would pick up a kid and threw him at the rock wall.
Hell yeah.
Or like my other friend did. Oh, this is weird looking mud. And I stopped him from power washing his truck. If you have bright silvery blue mud, do not wash it off in the California or Nevada deserts. Just ran open silver ore site. And what you got is probably about, what's the price of silver right now?
50, 60, I think.
Right. You have about 50, 60 plus whatever's on your truck, raw ore on your truck, because that bluish silver stuff is silver. And I seen people hose it off and they're looking at me. What do you mean this mud's valuable? I'm going like, no, don't pressure wash it. Where were you driving? Oh, around in the desert near the old mining areas. It's like, sometimes you want to take people out there and just across the head. It's like somebody drive through $100 bills and pressure wash. I'm pressure washing this kind of green mud that looks like $100 bills. Yep, Vanessa Kitty is right. Yeah, 27. So it dropped. Like I said, everything fluctuates, everybody. And my phone's getting slower. I'm down to 2 bars on this one. Sorry, Wayne. It's just busy as hell. And we got 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I just looked.
Yeah. Will, do you have any announcements for Thursday?
Yeah, we're going to talk about sex. Oh,
We're going to get rated. Yes, Jade. That was what I was thinking of. Thanks, Bob. It's the greenish type.
yeah,
$250,000.
Thursday's topic is going to be birth control and the SHTF, and then we're going to go from there right into self remedies for it after you run out of everything. So it should be kind of interesting to get everybody's opinion on all this stuff.
Right, but watch out for terminology. This is not a medical discussion because we don't want the doc.
We're not medical professionals.
Right, and whatever advice you hear on this, please take it with a grain of salt. This is just a general discussion on the subject of SE.
Back up all the talking with real investigation.
Right. Later, Howie.
Have to go drop what? Sand off? Check the jealous. Oh, precious metals. Well, good luck with that. I hope you come up with something. Blessings to you, my friend.
All right.
Gonna start calling Mondays. Shoot, I can't remember what I put on the thing, but it's gonna be called. Shoot.
It's all right. You can put it up later on.
Yeah. It's gonna be called Free for All Mondays. That way, talk about several things. Free for all.
Right. What's current? What's going on? So, folks, make sure you get your supplies in before May and June because we're going to have a small 25% rise in food prices, also services, also economic, like rent, other things that keep your house running. Electricity might jump up, gas might jump up, water may jump up. So just be alert on May and June, okay?
Anybody out in the site yet have anything they'd like to announce?
Let's see there.
If you do, now would be the time.
Yeah. Bob's trying to burn water. And
remember, if you guys want any of my magnets or stickers, I have both. more than welcome to, whoops, email me. I'll get them off to you.
Yeah. But right now we're at the top of the hour at 1 o'clock. At
12:30.
right. Are we going to go on a little bit or not?
Nope, this is it.
Okay. We'll see you on Thursday, folks. And remember, we're talking about SEX.
All right, you guys. Thanks for coming by, and I will see you on Thursday. Thursday is at 1 o'clock, you guys. So put on your boots and come
This
talk
time.
about birth control with us.